In this video, we will find the oblique asymptote of this rational function. F of x equals x squared minus 10x plus 6 all over x minus 3. To find an oblique asymptote, which is separate from a horizontal asymptote or a vertical asymptote, to find the oblique asymptote, you will divide numerator divided by denominator. So let's set that up. That's x minus 3 is being divided into x squared minus 10x plus 6. Let's make that division bar all the way. And now this is just like long division. So how many times can x go into x squared? Or what would you have to multiply by x to get x squared? Well, it's x. And because we've got two terms here, I'm going to put the x over the second term here. X. Now we're going to multiply. X times x is x squared. X times negative 3 is negative 3. And now, just like in long division, you will be subtracting this entire portion here. So what I like to do is distribute that negative sign and then just circle it. So I put a negative sign here, and when I distribute that one here, it's going to change that into plus and circle it. So now I know I've changed that. I've distributed that negative sign, which has us subtracting all of what's in red here. So x squared minus x squared is 0. Negative 10x and positive 3x gives you negative 7x. Next one, drop the 6 down, just like in long division. And now, what would you multiply by x to get negative 7x? And that is negative 7. So now, negative 7 times x is negative 7x. And a negative 7 times negative 3 is positive 21. Again, we're going to subtract this entire thing. I'll show that just like that. And when you distribute that, that changes that to plus, changes that to minus. I just circle it as a reminder to me that I've distributed that negative sign. Negative 7x and positive 7x is 0. 6 and negative 21 is negative 15. So that's a remainder. So you could say minus 15 over x minus 3. That's the entire answer. However, what we're going to do is cross out this remainder, this last fraction. And the reason is because the oblique asymptote is what the function looks like as x grows really large. Well, as x gets really big, we have 15 divided by something really big. Minus 3, that's negligible. So 15 divided by something really big, this whole thing gets really, really small, so it doesn't really matter. So this line, x minus 7, that is the oblique asymptote. So I'll just write that right here, oblique, just to label it so you can reference that. The oblique asymptote is y equals x minus 7. So what that means is that in the end, I'm not going to graph the whole function. I'm just going to show you the oblique asymptote, just a rough sketch here. The graph would start to look like, at the end, if you zoomed way out, it would start to look like this. It's got a slope of 1. That's the line of x minus 7. It doesn't mean that this dashed line is the graph. It's just saying whatever this graph does, in the end, it starts to look like this as you zoom way out. All right, that is finding an oblique asymptote. I hope that helps.